We are live. Yes, it is Friday, October 15th. This is Conscious Crypto, your source for the latest and the greatest in DeFi and decentralized crypto news. Casa de Prana TV exclusively here on Twitch. And y'all know the routine. We're going to get on our cell phones. We're going to start sharing and hosting and doing the whole thing. Now, today on Conscious Crypto, we're going to be covering some of the biggest gainers that we're seeing today. New Cypher, Keep Network, Barn Bridge. We're also going to get into Polygon, so you guys stay tuned. We're going to share all these links. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I got a couple of friends with me, some here for Conscious Crypto. Got some quartz crystals. And we've got, it's called Chevron Amethyst. It's kind of dark in the front and then turns into purple there towards the back. Also wanted to keep everybody posted about what's going on here at Casa de Prana, the virtual holistic resource center. Anytime you have questions or comments or any type of inquiries when it comes to anything holistic, please think about us. We're here to help. This is a team of 4 adults and 1 child. So we got 4.5 people here that are dedicating a huge percentage of our life to making this world a better place. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and host, copy the link here. And we're going to jump right into it. The latest and greatest in DeFi news is only here on Conscious Crypto, weekdays at 2 p.m. in the afternoon from 2 to 3, giving you the latest and greatest in DeFi news. And the last couple days we were off, had a little bit of weather issues, and the streaming was not good at all. It was not up to par. Also, we got that alkaline water. If you are into having an alkaline water rig at your place, please reach out to us. Comment below. We're going to start sharing and getting into the latest and greatest. Now, y'all make some noise. We got Bitcoin passing the $60,000 mark. We're at 61,616, and that's up 6.37% since yesterday in the last 24 hours. Ethereum also big gains. We're at 38.77. That's a 2% gain from yesterday. XRP is up 1.14%, and Bitcoin Cash is up 5.17. Doge 1.27. Excuse me. What else do we have here? Bitcoin gets the green light for price discovery. This story came in 5 hours ago. Again, Conscious Crypto is your destination for the latest and the greatest in crypto news. Resistance is thinner than ever while data leaves the market guessing about what will happen when Bitcoin revisits the $64,500 mark, all-time highs. Bitcoin is now free to surge, not only to existing all-time highs, but beyond, is what analysts have said. Analyzing order book data on October 15th, monitoring resource Whale Map revealed that Bitcoin had already beaten all major resistance levels. Bitcoin is already moving in thin air. With $60,000 hitting for the first time since April, the odds are on for new all-time highs, and the time frame for these keeps getting smaller. Now, a look at exchange conditions shows just how easily Bitcoin and US dollars should jump into uncharted territory beyond 64,500. The price discovery shall commence very soon, Mac commented on a chart showing the Bitcoin price supply levels. The short squeeze, is this a short squeeze or a resistance slap at 64,000? The only hurdle left is a sell wall at the current highs, something which has been countered by bullish data about the origins of the current bull run phase. According to Ki Young Ju, the CEO of on-chain analytics firm CryptoQuant, Bitcoin's recent price surge is not the result of speculators or shorts being squeezed out, but large volume buyers on derivatives platforms. So it looks like we have a lot of whale movement going on right now. Different corporations, we have different governments around the world. A lot of people are wanting to hop into what's called the DeFi movement or the decentralization movement. And people, what we're seeing is taking money out and taking funds and resources out of the traditional investment accounts that people would normally have and into decentralized platforms or cryptocurrency in general, i.e. Bitcoin. As such, a classic short squeeze scenario where bears are wiped out in a cascading ascending price structure has yet to even happen. Massive Bitcoin buying market orders in derivative exchanges are not from short liquidations, Key wrote in a blog post on Friday. Quote, this indicates, one, there are no big short positions liquidated so far, and two, whales punted long positions since the dip. So this really says a lot right now. The price of Bitcoin going up says two things. One, obviously more people are buying Bitcoin. And number two, the people who have bought Bitcoin in the past who are experiencing gains are still choosing to hold on to those gains. Looks like a lot of people are looking forward to the $100,000 mark. And there's a lot of experts saying that we could even go past $100,000 by the first of the year on January 1st, 2022. So we're seeing a lot of bears holding on to these gains, perhaps even diversifying them in other altcoins. But we're seeing that most people are keeping all the Bitcoin on to themselves. Not a lot of people selling right now. Bitcoin all-time highs is just a matter of time after a Bitcoin ETF approval looks certain. Bitcoin price spikes over $61,800 as the promise of a Bitcoin ETF approval reignites the decision on whether the top-ranked cryptocurrency will hit 100,000 by the end of the year. Optimism is bordering euphoria in the cryptocurrency market after a trove of documents pointing towards the eventual approval of Valkyrie's Bitcoin ETF application by the United States Securities Exchange Commission before the end of the month. Data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView shows that the price action for Bitcoin spiked in the early trading hours on Friday, with bulls managing to rally to an intraday high at 61,880, marking the first time Bitcoin has surpassed 60,000 since April. Here's what traders and analysts are saying about what comes next for Bitcoin now that the price is back above 60,000 and long-awaited Bitcoin ETF looks ready to become a reality. On the precipice of a massive breakout, according to cryptocurrency analyst and pseudonymous Twitter users Rect Capital, Bitcoin's move on Friday has it trading just below a major resistance level that is the last barrier standing in its way from exploding into uncharted territories. Rect Capital tweeted, Bitcoin is hovering just below the price level it needs to weekly candle close above to enable further exponential upside. So shout out to Rect Capital. From this perspective, if Bitcoin can manage to post a weekly close above this level, there is exponential upside potential, as price discovery will not be hampered by previously established resistance zones, while bulls will attempt to fulfill the calls for a $100,000 Bitcoin price. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, let's do this. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to stress out that none of this is financial advice. As a matter of fact, I'm not a financial advisor. Here on Conscious Crypto, this is my opportunity to share the experiences that I've had in the cryptocurrency world and sector, and I have not lost. I've only gained. And so all I get to do here on this show is this program is to share with you what I have done and how I have made money with cryptocurrency. Again, if you have any questions, please leave them below. Want to make sure that we're answering all questions. We see Marley outside. I'm going to go to Facebook here, see if we can go live on Facebook. All right, close that door there. We got some little bit of background going on here, and we're going to copy this link. So getting closer to the $100,000 mark, ladies and gentlemen. And currently, right now, as we see it, we're above 60,000. So what I have here is 61.3, right? All right, let's open up the Facebook. Let's see what all of our Facebook friends are doing today. See if we can add. We are on live, exclamation point. There we go. We are on live, exclamation point. Oh, yeah. Bam. Okay. Oh, yeah, looks like we're good there. All right, so just, so we're up, Bitcoin right now up to $61,310. And that's up about 6.5%. And it looks like we still have room to grow. The overall cryptocurrency market cap now stands at 2.443 trillion, and Bitcoin's dominance rate is at 46.4%. The views and the opinions expressed here are solely of those of the author and do not necessarily reflect here Casa de Prana. A lot of the information that we get comes from these decentralized news platforms. All right, let's get into more of the breaking news. The NASDAQ listing hints that the SEC may soon approve an ETF application from Valkyrie. NASDAQ's Vice President of Listing Qualifications, Un-Ah Choi, said shares of Valkyrie's Bitcoin ETF had been certified for listing on the exchange. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, may soon approve an application from the crypto asset manager Valkyrie for a Bitcoin exchange-traded fund, or an ETF, with the shares to be listed on the NASDAQ stock market. According to an October 15th notice from the SEC, the agency has accepted the registration request for shares of Valkyrie's Bitcoin Strategy ETF for listing on NASDAQ. In a letter from NASDAQ's Vice President of Listing Qualifications, Un-Ah Choi, filed the same day the exchange said Valkyrie's Bitcoin ETF shares had been certified. In its August 11th prospectus with the SEC, Valkyrie said that its Bitcoin Strategy ETF would offer indirect exposure to the crypto asset with cash-settled future contracts. The contracts will be purchased using a Cayman Islands-based subsidiary wholly owned by the fund, with exchanges registered with the U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commission. The deadline for the SEC to officially approve Valkyrie's ETF application is going to be October 25th. If you're on Facebook, thanks for checking in. This is Conscious Crypto. We're on Twitch, so please join the chat on Twitch. I need you guys to please join us on Twitch. you'll be able to hear it a lot better as well on Twitch. The deadline for the SEC is going to be October 25th, but this could be extended to December. The federal agency is currently considering applications for Bitcoin futures ETFs from Van Eck, ProShares, Investco, and others. So it looks like we're going to be getting closer to the ETF happening on these stock exchanges, which means we're going to have a lot more action for Bitcoin and also other cryptocurrencies, because y'all know Bitcoin is just one of several different coins that are currently available and have application for the future of humanity. Oh, yeah. Staying properly hydrated here with 100% enriched alkaline water. Reverse osmosis. If that's something that you guys are interested in, please leave comments below. What else do we have? Let's get into some of the latest in the adoption news. You know, we always have to have our adoption segment. And the future of the vast oil and gas industry depends on the blockchain. Innovative oil and gas companies are leveraging blockchain, but the industry as a whole may be slow to adopt the technology. The age of digital transformation has arrived, ladies and gentlemen, leading traditional industries to adopt new technologies to accommodate a fully digital future. As such, it shouldn't come as a surprise that the trillion-dollar oil and gas industry has quietly started to leverage blockchain technology for business success. Douglas Heinzman, chief catalyst at the Blockchain Research Institution, told Cointelegraph that the oil and gas sector is particularly ripe for blockchain developments due to its uniquely positioned supply chain. There are many participants in downstream and upstream operations within the oil and gas industry, he added further. The industry must now look at the process built and developed over the last 80 years and ask themselves how to drive radical amounts of productivity and efficiency into the system. While there are a number of ways that blockchain can be applied to an industry like oil and gas, the technology specifically provides a single source of truth within a complex sector containing multiple participants. We're talking about bringing crypto, or bringing the global digital revolution to the oil and gas industries, and that's really where we're going to be seeing massive changes globally. Raj Rapaka, he's a digital innovation advisor with ExxonMobil and board member of the Blockchain for Energy, a consortium of energy companies focused on bringing blockchain-based solutions to the sector. This gentleman told us that the oil and gas industry primarily recognizes blockchain as an important technology used to reduce friction when interacting with external parties. There are many suppliers, vendors, contractors, and other parties involved in the oil and gas sector. Blockchain provides a single source of truth, along with other features that make the technology appealing. According to Rapaka, these specific characteristics are being pushed within the oil and gas industry to ensure recognition that the technology will help the sector become more efficient moving forward. Again, if you guys are watching, whether it's on Facebook or over here on Twitch, please leave comments below. I want to know, where are you watching from? Where are my comments down here? Yeah, let me know, guys, where are you watching from? If you have any, if you own any Bitcoin, what Bitcoin do you own? Oh, I'm sorry, not what Bitcoin. If you own cryptos, what crypto coins do you own? And we're gonna get straight back into how the oil and gas industry will become more and more efficient through the global digital revolution. Smart contracts automate manual processes. To put this in perspective, Rapaka mentioned that blockchain for energy recently helped oil giant Equinor leverage smart contracts to confirm various transactions. Rebecca Hoffman, president and CEO of Blockchain for Energy, told Cointelegraph that the consortium initially piloted a solution with blockchain company Data Gumbo back in 2019 and in 2020. The pilot combined industry operators along with their customers, suppliers, and vendors, and incorporated real-time sensors to gather data to validate transactions across a blockchain network. Now, according to Hoffman, the commodity transport smart contract solution was first piloted with produced water to prove that the technology was capable of helping with end-to-end automation. Matthew Fowles. Hey, let's go, Matt Fowles. Okay. I've been waiting for you to check in on one of these, bro. If you have Twitch, please visit us on Twitch. Man, Matt, dude, I'm really proud of you. I see you got your SHIB. I see you got your Solana, your Doge, your Cardano, Polkadot. Yes, sir. Ethereum. Smart man. Doge has my heart, he says. Tony Lira. What's going on, Tony? Thanks for checking in, guys. Hey, man, let me know what crypto you use. Oh, man, I need to get my phone charger. My phone's about to die. Okay, well, we'll finish that. Yeah, looks like my battery is dying over here on my phone. Look, if you guys have an iPhone laying around there, please send it our way. Okay, so according to Hoffman, the commodity transport smart contract solution was first piloted with produced water to prove that the technology was capable of helping with end-to-end automation. We call this extreme automation because everything is touchless, connected to the IoT sensors, gather the data, which then gets written to a blockchain ledger for validation. And then these invoices are then approved by smart contracts, which create invoices for automatic payments. Given the success of the trial, Hoffman explained that the blockchain for energy helped automate an extremely manual process within the oil and gas industry supply chain. There are about 23 manual touches that take place between all major oil and gas companies within the supply chain. We now have this number down to 4. Andrew Bruce, founder and CEO of Data Gumbo, told Cointelegraph that following blockchain for energy's pilot, Equinor has been able to expand its blockchain use cases, resulting in millions of dollars worth of savings. Equinor and other global oil and gas companies use field sensors to transmit near real-time data monitoring and encode onto the private permissioned smart contract network, GumboNet. Effectively creates an auditable, immutable, and shared source of truth for Equinor and other operators and their suppliers. In turn, Bruce remarked that smart contracts build trust to significantly reduce the cost and resources necessary to execute commercial transactions automatically. A smart contract on Data Gumbo's GumboNet, for example, can be programmed to trigger payments to a contractor when a sensor indicates a specific milestone is reached, like when a drill bit has reached a certain depth. He said, in other words, a lengthy process involving invoicing and payments is reduced to just a few days, resulting in substantial savings, financial transparency, and improvements in efficiency. Who doesn't like that? Always want to find out ways to become more and more efficient. While Equinor may be an early adopter of smart contracts, Paul Brody, global blockchain leader at EY, further told Cointelegraph that smart contracts appear to work quite well for the oil and gas sector. Quote, the industry itself is very complicated. There are layers and layers of contracts, subcontractors, and complex distributions of rights and assets and income streams. These are hard to administer manually, but it turns out they work really well as smart contracts. Brody added that since the oil and gas industry's output is highly standardized, the sector is a perfect candidate for managing digital tokens. You can now easily represent these assets and deploy them into more complex DeFi and smart contracting ecosystems. While tokenization for the oil and gas industry is still a developing concept, Hoffman explained that Blockchain for Energy is currently piloting a solution with a blockchain company, Block Apps, to tokenize the seismic entitlement process. Seismic entitlement involves large amounts of data that must be kept for over 60 years. She said, according to Hoffman, tokenization is needed to help track the rights and obligations of those seismic assets to facilitate the purchase, sale, and lease of those assets, and even monetize the unwanted data. Blockchain for a greener future. Now, this is where we're getting into the conscious crypto moment of the day. Let's find out how we can use the blockchain in the oil and gas sector to create a greener future. This is an official conscious crypto moment of the day. It's also important to point out that the oil and gas industry is using blockchain to ensure a greener future. While there are a number of ways that this can be applied, Brody believes that an area likely to take off is the use of different blockchains to measure carbon outputs and offsets. Quote, we envision marketplaces that allow Fortune 1,000 companies that have pledged to be climate neutral to use smart contracts to track their carbon usage and automatically purchase offset against them. While this is still an emerging concept, some companies have begun to use blockchain to raise awareness regarding the energy consumption. For example, the energy supplier Restart Energy One recently launched a blockchain-based platform that allows companies to acquire sustainability certificates in the form of NFTs or non-fungible tokens. In addition, global investment firm Skybridge Capital recently partnered with carbon credit provider Moss to purchase digital tokens representing carbon offsets. Moreover, Alexis Pappas, the Chief Innovation Officer at Guild One, a Canadian blockchain and digital finance firm specializing in energy sector transaction and data automation, told Cointelegraph that Guild One has developed its ESG One platform, which applies smart contract software and blockchain applications to solve one of the oil and gas industry's biggest challenges, creating verified value from emissions reductions. According to Pappas, quote, ESG1 ingests data from the IoT sensors to provide proof of provenance for sequestered carbon and automatically generates carbon credits as tokens using the Corda and Cardano blockchain platforms. That's awesome. Okay, now, will the oil and gas companies slowly but surely adopt blockchain concepts? While it's clear that blockchain technology can help the oil and gas industry digitize business processes, the legacy technology and ideals that the sector is built upon may create challenges in terms of speedy adoption. For instance, Brody pointed that oil and gas is not only an old industry with a lot of legacy technology, but it's also highly cyclical. The feast-famine ups and downs make it hard sometimes for companies to sustain long-term investment programs that aren't directly related to things like drilling and exploration. However, Brody believes that the cost savings and operational efficiencies of blockchain will drive adoption. Quote, it won't be as fast for consumers, but as legacy systems age out, their replacements are more and more likely to be blockchain related. Rapaka added that education is still an issue that must be addressed, and he further pointed that this isn't just about addressing how blockchain works in a technology stack, but rather about educating businesses and business leaders on how the technology can be applied to make processes more efficient and more profitable. Heisman also believes that there is a clear lack of literacy on the topic. Not enough people, he says, quote, not enough people understand this new underlying platform technology. There is also a cultural issue in terms of adopting a new technology within an industry that has operated in a certain way for several decades. He went on to add, these challenges are not distinctive to its sector, but certainly is more magnified. So epic news right there for the future of oil and gas. And seems like we're going to be adopting more and more smart contracts to these different blockchains, whether it's Solana or Ethereum. There's going to be smart contracts that are going to help guide different industries in the proper direction and really just make things a lot more efficient for everybody as well. Let's see. Let's get into some of the latest and the greatest of decentralized crypto news here on Conscious Crypto every single day at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. My name is MC Medina. The crypto game. This story came in 23 minutes ago. This crypto game with strong economics heads for token launch after seed funding closure with prominent industry leaders. After closing seed funding, an economy-first crypto game leads the way, backed by a strong community and top industry leaders. Many cryptocurrency games are struggling to compete with traditional games that exist on consoles and smartphones. Even if they rise to fame, their popularity doesn't last, and gamers quickly move on to what's next. Currently, more than 2.3 billion gamers exist worldwide, illustrating the enormous impact players can have on the future of this market as its growth. To create a game ecosystem that will stand the test of time, economics that will continue to evolve and grow with the players is needed. As a result, future-oriented games are using carefully crafted game economic assets and tokens to help make them future-proof. Cropbytes is focused on creating a game that is a step up from what is available to players today. Players can grow their crypto by playing in the game economy and trading their assets in the game market. They can also use them in other mini games within the Cropbytes ecosystem. Siddharth Menon, the CEO of WizardX and advisor for Cropbytes, shares, I believe crypto games are the next big thing. The COO continues, Cropbytes is based on farming, which is easy for everyone to understand and has strong economics, which are necessary to sustain the game in the long run. Mooning NFT game in the bear market. Taking a look through history, 2018 marked the year for the rise of NFT games like CryptoKitties and My Crypto Heroes. Unfortunately, at this time, many developers focus solely on player earnings with underwhelming gameplay. Cropbytes entered the gaming market around the same time and focused on the gameplay. They built an in-game economy that was supported by an evolutionary trading system. The game has since grown through a complete market cycle, surviving the most recent bear market. This exposure gives the game an edge over others as players have confidence that they can continue to thrive in the Cropbytes ecosystem and grow their crypto holdings even amidst the fluctuations in the market. Cropbytes has recently closed its seed round funding, which has brought on several industry leaders and investors, including X Network Capital and Old Fashioned Research. Additionally, several strategic partners have joined the team, including Siddharth Menon, co-founder and CEO of WizardX, Tamar, Growth at Solana, and Sandeep Narwal, co-founder and CEO and COO at Polygon. Eric Su, the founder of X Network Capital, shares their excitement about investing in the project. Cropbytes has the ingredients of a resilient team and a loyal player base that we are honored to back. Their farming simulation game, which is inspired by Farmville, is poised to become big with its next evolution. Their game is different from the many testosterone-heavy P2E games out there. Their uniqueness will welcome a different kind of demographic into the crypto world. We are delighted to invest and back Cropbytes for the long term at X Network Capital. Within the game, users must maintain a balanced farm and trade often to grow their business. As a result, any assets like animals, extracts, harvests, or buildings can be traded between players with an economy run by players. Among unique assets are superheroes, a rare breed of NFTs that can further enhance players' potential in the game. Their abilities include boosting a farm's output, which gives players an added advantage in gameplay. The team has since announced a new generation of superheroes that will be used in player versus player battles. This will be available soon. The Cropbytes ecosystem is set up as a virtual world where anyone can purchase, sell, or own assets. The game combines farming strategy and business in a world run by crypto. After downloading the app, users can start farming, produce goods, and later visit the game marketplace to sell their products to other players for profit. After earning enough extracts from assets, users can convert them to game coins, or GC. And those can be used to purchase NFTs and other exclusive digital game assets. Now let's take a look at the tokenomics. While the game began using Tron, the company decided to launch its own token called CBX. Their strategy differed greatly from other games since their focus was on building a well-rounded product first before launching a token. Now, in alignment with growing concepts of the metaverse and interoperability, Cropbytes is looking into opportunities to work with more games and marketplaces to ensure in-game assets can be traded across multiple games. To date, Cropbytes has reached over 250,000 signups, 100,000 downloads on the Play Store, and trading volume of over 8 million TRX a month. As the team's seed funding has come to a close, Cropbytes has now onboarded several strategic partners, providing the platform with the setup needed to move on chain and grow their community with the launch of the CBX token. So again, guys, for anybody who is a gamer, who's interested in a long-term game, this is more of it's like Farmville. It's more of a long-term game where you get to create and build out your farm. Cropbytes is what y'all want to check out. Okay, it's the Cropbytes ecosystem. CROPBYTES, Cropbytes, and that is the latest and greatest in gaming right now in the crypto community. Seems like we got we got 22 minutes left, so I want to get more into some of this crypto DeFi news. Looks like slow and steady is the path to crypto riches. So if you're currently holding any crypto, please let me know which ones are you holding. And let's see if I can go to our dashboard here. Crypto's still moving pretty fast. Some of our biggest gainers, New Cypher. This company is an Ethereum token that can be staked to run a node on the New Cypher network. New Cypher describes itself as a threshold cryptography network that provides data, privacy, and key management for decentralized applications and protocols. And the New Cypher coin is on the rise this week. The price of New Cypher has risen by 242% in the past seven days. The price increased by 253 in the last 24 hours. In just the past hour, the price went down by almost 8%, which is currently leaving the price at about $1 per NU. New Cypher is 66.93% below the all-time high of $3.18. So looks like we still have quite a bit of room to grow there with New Cypher. Another huge gainer today, 73%. We have the Keep Network. The Keep Network price, and Keep is an Ethereum token that powers the Keep Network, a platform that aims to bridge public blockchains and private data. One of Keep Network's first products is an Ethereum token that represents 1 Bitcoin called TBTC. Keep Network enables users to deposit Bitcoin and redeem tokenized TBTC, which can then be used in the Ethereum ecosystem without centralized intermediaries. The Keep Network is on the rise this week. The price of the Keep Network has risen by 65.27% in the past 7 days. It's increased by 66% in the last 24 hours. And in the past hour, it shrunk by 3%. The current price is 0.6847 per Keep. And it's 69% below the all-time high of $2.24. Going back to our latest and greatest, looks like we have some more. The second largest U.S. mortgage lender. Oh, yeah, this is huge news. The second largest U.S. mortgage lender, UWM, dumps Bitcoin payment plans. All right, listen to this, guys. United Wholesale Management had previously announced plans to test Bitcoin and Ethereum for mortgage payments in August. United Wholesale Mortgage, one of the largest wholesale and purchase lenders in the United States, is ditching Bitcoin payment plans after running a test. The UWM officially announced Thursday that the company has successfully conducted its first ever cryptocurrency mortgage pilot, accepting 5 crypto payments in October and 1 in September. The firm did not disclose more information about the test, neither specifying what cryptocurrencies were part of the pilot nor what companies have assisted the firm in completing it. We're proud to be the first mortgage lender to successfully pilot this technology and further demonstrate that we're innovating for the long term, the CEO, Matt Ishbia, stated. Despite running the test successfully, the mortgage company has decided to stay away from Bitcoin payments, citing associated issues such as regulation. Due to the current combination of incremental costs and regulatory uncertainty in the crypto space, we've concluded we aren't going to extend beyond a pilot at this time. They also noted that the pilot process has helped the firm learn about the crypto payment transactions and prepared the company to make it more available. Quote, once cryptocurrency transactions become something that will propel the organization forward, quote. The firm noted that the lender will continue monitoring developments in the crypto and blockchain industry for potential use in the future. The second largest mortgage lender in the U.S. broke the news on its plans to experiment with crypto mortgage payments in August, looking to test mortgage payments in cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. The company disclosed its plans in conjunction with the UWM's Q2 financial results, with the firm posting roughly $140 million in net profits at the time of writing. UWM is not announced its Q3 results, and when reached out with additional queries regarding the matter, this this news will definitely be updated soon thereafter. So it looks like some of these lending companies not choosing to move forward simply because of the regulation issue. Regulation is becoming an issue right now more and more every single day. We want to close the gap of education, the gap of knowledge. We gotta close it down a little bit. Because what's happening is there's regulators and people that are in positions of power who don't exactly have all the information they need to make the types of decisions necessary in regards to continuing to develop a decentralized planetary economic system. Let's get into some Shiba Inus. Looks like it kickstarted a new weekly session and in the green as it continued its bullish retracement move from last week's 0.0002058. Looks like the tail of two indicators here. Now that I need y'all to leave comments below if you currently own in any Shiba Inu. What else do we have on the latest and greatest? Please drop any questions below. We're definitely here to help answer any questions that you guys have. Looks like we have epic news coming in 7 hours ago from Senator Cynthia Lummis. She says, thank God for Bitcoin. Cynthia Lummis, she's talking about the U.S. debt limit raise. Bitcoin should be there to allow people to save in the event in government fails, Senator Cynthia Lummis said. Oh, sounds like we got at least one of these regulators. All right, amid the United States President Joe Biden signing legislation to raise the government's debt limit to $28.9 trillion, Senator Cynthia Lummis said that Bitcoin is a blessing of God. Yes, it is. Senator Lummis gave a speech to the Senate on Thursday, providing her perspective on how digital currencies like Bitcoin could potentially help countries like the U.S. address the looming crisis when the state runs out of cash. Lummis said that one of the reasons she had become so interested in a non-fiat digital currencies like Bitcoin is because they are not issued by the government and thus aren't beholden to the debts that are, quote, run up by governments, quote, such as the United States. As cryptocurrencies are not beholden to governments and political elections, they should grow and be there, allowing people to save in the event government fail. Quote, time and again, presidents of both parties have run up the debt irresponsibly with no plan to address it. So thank God for Bitcoin and other non-fiat currency that transcends the irresponsibility of governments, including our very own. Looks like she, let me see if I can play this audio. Looks like she addressed here on C-SPAN. Let me see if I'm going to move the mic so y'all can listen to this.
Have run up the debt. Presidents of both parties have run up the debt irresponsibly with no plan to address it. So thank God for Bitcoin and other non-fiat currencies that transcends the irresponsibility of governments, including our own. That is an indictment of our responsibility. Democrats and Republicans, presidents and Congress, our responsibility to address this looming, predictable, massive.
Wow, so yeah, there you go. Senator Cynthia Loomis over there, Republican in Wyoming, very passionately communicating how the fiat currency system doesn't have longevity. U.S. President Biden officially signed legislation temporarily raising the state's borrowing limit yesterday on Thursday, pushing the deadline for debt default only until December. The legislation would extend the debt ceiling as $480 billion from the current national debt of $28.4 trillion. Loomis has emerged as one of the most vocal advocates of Bitcoin in the U.S. Senate. The senator is known for accumulating significant amounts of Bitcoin, with one of her latest purchases worth between $50,000 and $100,000. In February, Loomis launched the Financial Innovation Caucus to educate fellow lawmakers about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. The pro-Bitcoin senator is also known for joining the Laser Eye Flash Mob on Twitter earlier this year, projecting Bitcoin to reach 100,000 by the end of 2021. So Senator Loomis, Cynthia Loomis, setting a great example for the rest of the government officials. And I mean, it doesn't matter whether you're Republican, Democrat, conservative, what's the other one? Libertarian, whatever it is. Doesn't matter what political party you affiliate with, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies is definitely the answer to the looming problem of inflation and the steady decline of the U.S. dollar, which, in my opinion, has got to be one of the worst feelings to know that all the U.S. dollars that I have are slowly losing value. Let's get into a little bit of this altcoin watch. This month-long consolidation put Solana price en route to a $275. Solana has been forming a bull pennant following its 14,200% year-to-date price rally. And Solana's price technicals suggest that it can hit $275 in the coming sessions. Wow. The upside outlook for the world's sixth largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization comes as it consolidates inside a range that appears like a bull pennant. In detail, bull pennants are bullish continuation indicators that form as the price consolidates inside a symmetrical triangle. Symmetrical triangle-like structure following a strong move upside. The consolidation trend accompanies declining volumes, reflecting on the trend's underlying weakness. And as the price approaches the apex, the point where the pennant's trend lines converge, it tends to undergo a breakout to the upside, with the bull target at length equal to the height of the previous uptrend, also known as a flagpole. Now, taking a look at Solana's flagpole height is roughly $125. So a breakout move at the pennant's apex at around $150 will put Solana en route to a $275 spike. Solana's prospect of hitting $275 comes amid an overall price boom across the crypto market. However, Solana price also rallied by 8% against Bitcoin in the past 2 days, in part due to its listing South Korea's top crypto exchange, Upbit. So overall, Solana has been one of the best performing altcoins in 2021. If you own Solana, please put a thumbs up in the comments below, with its year-to-date profits at 8,500%. Solana traded at a record high of $216 in early September. Institutional inflows boost Solana price. Now, despite Bitcoin currently in the limelight, Solana's price is likely also to receive a boost from institutional capital via dedicated investment funds, according to a report from CoinShares published earlier this week. Digital assets investment products saw inflows 500 totaling US $226 million, bringing the 8-week run of inflows to the U.S., bringing it up to $638 million. Quote, it was a mixed picture in other altcoins with recent favorites Solana, 12.5 million, and Cardano, 3 million, continuing to see inflows, suggesting the focus hasn't entirely switched to Bitcoin. So let's take a look at the 10 coins. Oh, we got Marley checking in. Okay, so the 10 coins that Bloomberg reported on back on October 8th. Looks like we got Bitcoin number 1. We got Ethereum right after that. We've got Binance. We've got Solana, Ripple, Cardano, Polkadot, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. So those specific coins and altcoins are, according to the experts, will be experiencing a considerable amount of growth still to be had as we get closer and closer to January 1st of 2022. Now, a lot of experts are also reporting that once we get past January 1st, the growth won't stop. They say that the growth will keep going. I feel like because of the rate of adoption that we are currently seeing around the world, it's not unlikely that we hit or get close to 150 to 200,000, just like the experts are saying, because the Bitcoin jumps are absolutely inevitable. And then we also have a whole bunch of more action going into the NFT world, the the metaverse and MetaMask, which we're going to be bringing on a guest next week to talk more about the metaverse and how we can use MetaMask. I also want to bring on, we have another guest named Eric coming in, and he's going to be explaining a little bit more about EFTs. So please stick around. Looks like we got about 2 to 3 minutes left here on Conscious Crypto. October 15th, we're getting closer to Halloween. I hope you guys are celebrating very safely out there. Conscious Crypto every single weekday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, bringing you the latest and the greatest in decentralized crypto news, or what they call DeFi news. Let's see if we have time for one more breaking story here. What do we have? Something that came in 37 minutes ago, brand new. Shapeshift hopes to create the rarest and most historical NFTs with 80% trading card supply burn. Wow. According to the exchange, it plans to retain 16 cards from the blockchain-based game Spells of Genesis to sell before 2022 and give the remaining 16 to its DAO. Non-custodial cryptocurrency exchange Shapeshift has burned hundreds of themed collectible cards from the blockchain-based mobile game Spells of Genesis. The team said that the remaining cards in its possession will be placed under the control of its new DAO and unlocked in limited tranches over the coming 2 years. According to on-chain data, Shapeshift has burned at least 817 of the digital cards titled Shapeshift the Wanderer. This follows an October 12th announcement that the exchange intended to burn the majority of cards to make those in circulation among the most rare. Spells of Genesis cards in existence and among the oldest NFTs in existence. These are some of the earliest NFTs, circa 2015, that were minted by Spells of Genesis and given to Shapeshift as part of our partnership supporting their early blockchain-based game development, said Shapeshift. These could end up being some of the rarest and most historical NFTs ever. In total, there are now only 183 editions of the asset known on-chain as Shapeshift CD out in the wild. Many of these are believed to be lost, potentially making them one of the rarest blockchain collectibles in existence. According to the exchange, it plans to move the 32 remaining cards in its possession from the counterparty XCP blockchain to the Ethereum blockchain using the Emblem Vault bridge, which allows crypto users to wrap counterparty tokens as ERC-721 assets and trade them on Ethereum via platforms such as OpenSea. Guys, that's about it for today. Conscious Crypto, bring you the latest and the greatest in DeFi news. My name is MC Medina. Behind the scenes, David Prana-Zen. Y'all please leave a peace sign, a thumbs up, something, because he's the one responsible for making this all happen behind the scenes with the audio and the video. We got the lights, we got the camera, and no more action for today. But we're going to be back on Monday, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Central Standard Time. You guys have a great weekend. Stay conscious and stay getting that crypto.